Welcome to the 2021 Extreme Reader Challenge Category Reveal. Before we dig into the most exciting bits, and the reason we're all here, let's talk about the Extreme Reader Challenge for any newbies. Extreme Reader is Tacoma Public Library's year-long reading adventure for adults and teens. It challenges readers to explore new titles and authors, read more broadly and diversely, while connecting with fellow book lovers. The goal is to read 50 books in 50 weeks from the 55 category options provided, and teens must read just 25 books to complete. The challenge runs from January 5th through December 18th, but don't delay. The last day to sign up for the 2021 challenge is July 31st. If you're worried about finding titles to fit the categories, don't be. We've created book lists full of recommendations for many of the categories. Now that you know a bit more about the challenge, let's meet the library staff that keep the Extreme Reader Challenge running like a well-oiled machine, or something like that. Introducing Melissa and Jamie, Tiffany and Jolynn, and the two Tracys, Tracy and Tracy. There have been reported sightings of team members popping into the Facebook group to talk about all things bookish, or even making the rare appearance at the occasional overbooked meetup on Zoom. Keep your eyes peeled, they are everywhere and nowhere. Before we get to the good stuff, please take a moment just to sit back and relax. There's no need to take rapid-fire notes while we list the categories. Go ahead and put down those writing implements and just enjoy the video. A link to the full list of 2021 categories and their descriptions will be available on the Extreme Reader webpage for perusal. Without further ado or added fanfare, we present to you the 2021 Extreme Reader categories. Wait, does drumroll count as fanfare? A book about climate change. A book about music or musicians. A book about or involving social media use. A book about or with art or museums. A book about or written by a journalist. A book about or written by a woman in STEM. A book about social justice. A book about the American Civil War. A book in which a natural disaster takes place. A book of your own choosing. A book published in the year you were born. A book set in a city that has hosted the Olympics. A book set in an abbey, cloister, monastery, vicarage, or convent. A book set in Ireland. A book set on a mode of transportation. A book that passes the Bechdel test. A book that takes place during the 1920s. A book that takes place during the Middle Ages. A book that takes place during winter. A book where the characters save or attempt to save the world. A book with a book on the cover. A book with a character who is older than you. A book with a glyph in the title. A book with a heist in it. A book with a map. A book with a medical professional. A book with a metallic cover. A book with a person's name in the title. A book with a royal moniker in the title. A book with a skull on the cover. A book with a title featuring repeating words. A book with an unlikely pair. A book with crafting or related to the do-it-yourself DIY movement. A book with military personnel. A book with one of the four elements, fire, water, earth, air, in the title. A book with only words on the cover. A book with parents or parental figures in it. A book written by a South American author. A book written by an author that uses an initial or initials in their name. A book written by an author you've never read before. A book written in the first person. A book you finished in one day. A Goodreads Choice Awards winner. A legal thriller. A magical realism book. A play. A prequel or a sequel to another book or series. A Pulitzer Prize winning or finalist book from the nonfiction category. An Afrofuturism book. An alternate history book. An anthology book. An anti-racist book. Reread a favorite book. Two books that share the same title and two books that share the same title. Wait, don't leave yet. We know you were just here for the categories, but there's more. Surely many of you will want to start plotting, planning, and reading this weekend. So here's the deal. As long as you read the majority of a book, which is slightly over half, after the registration goes live Tuesday morning, it will still count towards the 2021 challenge. Please swing by the Extreme Reader webpage the morning of Tuesday, January 5th to officially sign up. Why are you still here? You have planning to do. Go forth, make bookish plans, and we'll see you in 2021 for another year full of books, friends, and hopefully fun.